All right, we are recording. All right, welcome everybody. Okay, so I like, I know Shalene does this too, but I like to start my power hours just sort of remembering what my why is, because a lot of times we struggle with doing the activities we need to do because we've forgotten what our why is. So I want you all to take a few minutes now to write down your why and why is it that you're doing this, why is it that you want to, why is it that you're working this business, what is your why, and write it down. Like, you can never write it down enough times, and if you have your business activity tracker, write it up in the top here, but just write it down.
Elliot.
He can stay out here, it's fine. Come here, Elliot. And then when you're done, just comment done in the chat. Elliot, come sit up here. Come on. Okay. Are we good? Everybody have it? Teresa, you good? Okay. So the next thing I like to do to remind me, because when you're doing your power hour, you're going to be doing inviting, you're going to be doing connecting. You need to remember who your avatar is. Who is what's your target market? Who are you talking to? Who are you inviting? And I did a call not too long ago with our corporate mentor. And one of the things that he said to me that I really wasn't doing, because I have so many interests and because I feel like my avatar is like all over the place, I wasn't speaking to one specific person, right? So you want, when you're doing your inviting and when you're doing your connecting, you're looking for one specific type of person. And then, if you have a bunch of different interests, focus on that one specific type of person for a week or two, and then move to the next one, because otherwise you're going to be, if your brain is scattered and all over the place, it's going to be harder for you to find and talk to that specific person. So I want you to take a couple of minutes now and remind yourself of your target market. Who's your avatar? Who are you talking to? So take a few minutes now and write that down. Who are you going to be talking to today? And then comment done when you're done. Okay, are we good? Batu, are you good? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to focus a lot today on inviting you guys. If you've been on the power hours that Shalene's been doing, she's been focusing a lot on building connections and increasing your following and adding followers. So I wanted to move into the inviting part of it because I think that's really hard for some people, and that's why Shalene sent that script out so that you could have it ready. But before we do that, we're going to knock another thing off of our business activity tracker. You're all going to jump into your stories right now, and you're going to do a story about the fact that you're on a power hour with your team. So if you've already done that leading into this, that's cool. But if you haven't, I'm going to do mine. Mute yourself, jump into your stories, and talk about how you are on a power hour with your team, whatever it looks like. You can show your screen, but this is going to be you showing you working your business and that side of it, and do it your way, whatever it is for you, but throw yourself on mute and just do a quick story now. So Carrie, you can do that. You just have to kind of put Zoom, and if you get bumped off Zoom, just jump back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm currently on a Zoom call with my Beachbody team, and we're doing a little.
All right, and then just comment done when you're done. How we doing, guys? We good? Hey. Just gonna put my dog inside while Danielle and Carrie finish up. And Teresa. Okay, I'm gonna move on, guys. Cognizant of people's time. And then Teresa and Carrie, when you guys are done, you can just jump in with us. Okay, so I want to take 5 minutes right now, and everybody has these people, but I want you to write down 5 people who you have been afraid to invite for some reason, 5 people who you pass their name on your Instagram and Facebook, and you just don't invite them because for whatever reason, you just don't want to hit send on that invite. Write those 5 people down. Right now, we're going to take 5 minutes. It's 10:15, 10:20. I want you to have those 5 people written down. Comment done when you're done. But find those 5 people that you're just like, oh no, they don't want to do it. No, I'm not going to invite them. For whatever reason, write them down. And if you have them before the 5 minutes is up, just comment done. So I'm going to talk while you guys are doing that. And if you're done, you can answer. Did you guys all get a chance to take a look at the inviting scripts before today? Or like even if it wasn't yesterday, but at some point, if you had a chance to take a look at them? So you're going to see that a lot of those, and when I first looked at them, I was like, that does not sound like me. I can't send that. Like, that is not me. And I've tried them, like I've tried the Hey Girl, and then it just didn't feel, it just didn't feel like me. Just because those invites are there doesn't mean that that's the script that you have to use. It doesn't mean that you have to send that exact script. The more success I have has come from when I have taken the information that's in those scripts and made them mine. So you can recreate them and reword them so it sounds like you. It also doesn't mean that you have to send that same script every day for the end till the end of time. If a script isn't working for you, switch it up. I used to start with like these big long invites, and because I'm very wordy, I talk too much, and that's what my scripts look like. People stopped reading. I knew they did. They weren't engaging. I wasn't getting any involvement from anybody. They weren't answering. So once I shortened it up and started that whole curiosity marketing type of thing, people are like, oh, I dropped just enough in my invite to make them curious. That worked for me, and it's had to sound like me. So those scripts are there for guidance for you, but I would really encourage you, because a lot of people say, well, what's your invite look like? I want to send that. I would really encourage you to use other people's invites, use those scripts as a guide, but don't marry yourself to them, because people can see right through you if you are trying to be somebody else. And that applies to kind of anything. Like I applied that to my legal world as well. We learned that in law school. Don't try to be like other lawyers. Don't use their opening statements. Don't use their closing statements. Don't try to be them, because people will see right through it and it's not going to be authentic. So the invites are there for you as a guide. So so you want to be rewording them to make it sound like you. And then once you find one that works, use that for a little bit. And once it stops working, use another one. So we're going to come back to that list of 5, but I want to start kind of getting you guys into like, let's get into the comfort level of inviting. So one of the easiest ways to kind of go through inviting, I've found for me, if I want to knock out invites, like if I don't have a lot of time and I want to do it quickly, is I'll go into my Instagram, I'll choose a letter of the alphabet, whatever that letter is. So everybody choose a letter now, type it in the comments. What's your letter? I'm going to use B. Batu, we both used B. Look at that.
I just put B right before you said I'm going to choose B. I'm like, why would you choose
Yeah.
B?
I don't know. It's just a letter. Okay. So does everybody have? That's a good letter, Teresa. I love R. Okay. Everyone have their letter? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So you're going to go into, we're going to start an Instagram, and everybody, you have your invite script. And you can use one of the ones that you've gotten, but whatever that invite looks like for you, you can reword it. We're not going to go for like, let's try and do as many as we can do, but it's 10, 20. In the next 10 minutes, I want you to go to that letter in Instagram, go to your, where you would invite people, like where you would talk to people, where you would chat with people, go into that and type that letter. Type the letter that you chose. And I want you to invite as many people as you can in the next 10 minutes that start with that are in the list that come up when you've typed that letter. And don't worry about who it is. Don't tie any emotion to the response that you're going to get. Just send the invite. Because if I've learned anything in this business, the people you think will join you don't, and the people that you don't think will join you do. So no emotion to the response at all. Type that letter, invite as many people as you can in the next 10 minutes under that letter in Instagram.
Tara, search section B and then whoever comes up.
Yeah, so search B, and then whoever, obviously stay away from coaches. Stay away from anybody who is already a client. So you might have to scroll a little bit because those people might be, if you connect with them a lot, they might be at the top of your list. But you're going to invite those people. Yeah, M has a ton, Shalene. And one of the things too, guys, is make sure you know what you're inviting to. So I didn't specify, but you can invite to the coaching opportunity. You can invite to a challenge group. You can invite somebody to, try a product. Guys, we have salted caramel Shakeology coming out. You can ask people, we have this product coming out. Do you want to try it? Do you want to get on my pre-order list? Right? Perfect. It's coming out on the 23rd. You can invite 10 people to try this salted caramel Shakeology. That's an invite. It doesn't have to be a challenge group. It doesn't have to be the coaching opportunity. It can be salted caramel. We've got it coming out. Great thing.
Tara, all these letters that I'm going through, like A, I just went A to D now,
Yep.
and it's all the people in my following, and they're all coaches and celebrities. They're not.
You need to increase your following, Batu.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. You're talking to the same people, right?
It's not. It's just. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not,
So that's what I would say to you, is that you need to start connecting with different people, and then clean up your list of people, right? So if it's all celebrities and that kind of stuff, clean them up, take them out if they're the people that are coming up.
So what I would do is unfollow a ton of coaches.
Yeah.
Because you're being suggested, like everyone who's following you is coming up in suggested list of other coaches. So more coaches are going to follow you, and do the power hours I did two days ago, the ones that I posted, do those ones. Cause that's all connections, and that'll be the more important piece for you for like literally for like 3 weeks straight. Do that as many times as you possibly can. And then you'll have people in your list to be able to go through.
Yeah. I ran into that for the longest time, or they were people I had already invited. So that's what said to me, okay, I've already invited all of these people. I need to increase my following because I'm talking to the same people and I haven't engaged with anybody new.
Okay, so I think I'm in the wrong place then, because I went to the search section on the bottom, but you're saying go to your followers.
So I go into, like, if I go into chat and I just go into search, I can search the letter and it's people I've connected with, people I haven't connected with. That's what I've done.
I did the search button on the
Oh,
bottom.
no. Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm like, why is Denny the Lovato in my?
No,
Why-
so Batu, like, just I click on like that little arrow button,
Yeah, I
and
thought
that's where I do it.
yeah, that's where I didn't go.
Yeah. Okay.
Another spot you can do it as well if you haven't made connections in the arrow, because that's in your DMs. So if you haven't made connections there, just go to your actual followers, and you can search your followers too.
Yeah.
Lots of places.
Yeah, I should have known better. I get it.
Okay, 4 more minutes, guys. And don't be afraid to switch it up. Like, you can do just a regular typed message, or you can do a voice note or a video note. Like, be creative too, guys. I like to do my follow-ups as voice notes. So I'll do my initial invite just as a typed message, and then I'll do my follow-ups as voice notes.
on?
Yep.
Can't find my watch. Throw it here. Did I leave it on here?
Okay, guys, just finish up the last one that you're working on. Let me know when we're ready to go. I realize when I do these power hours that I need to increase my following too, because I'm going into everybody and I literally have invited everybody in my list. So I need to open that up a bit. Okay. Okay, guys, so hopefully you were able to get a few invites in there. I did 6. So we're going to do the same thing. And I flip-flop back and forth on where I'm getting the most engagement. So sometimes it's Facebook, sometimes it's Instagram. So I like to kind of split it up. So sometimes I'll do one day, I'll spend the day in Instagram. The next day I'll spend the day in Facebook. Sometimes if I'm struggling with Instagram, I'll move over to Facebook. So I kind of want you guys to be comfortable in both platforms. So we're going to do the same thing that we just did, but we're going to do it over in Facebook. So you're going to go into Facebook and you're going to go into your friends list. Let me see, hold on one second. Actually, I think it'll work if you go, Shalene, do you just go into like Messenger and type a letter? What do you do?
For inviting on Facebook?
Yeah.
No, I
Using
go to
my
my
computer.
I go to my friends list.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm used to using my computer, but I can't use my computer right now. So. Okay, so if you go into your friends list in Facebook, does everyone know where to find their friends list in Facebook? Assuming everyone's good. And if you go into like see all, you can take that same letter and type that letter in and you're gonna get a list of people. So we're gonna do the same thing in Facebook that we just did in Instagram, and you can send the same invite, but you're gonna do for the next 10 minutes, you're going to invite in Facebook. I feel like I've used B before because I've invited all those people already. 5 more minutes, you guys. Okay, 1 more minute, you guys.
I am here with
And I'm just gonna go grab my power cord because I'm scared I'm gonna lose power. Actually, I'll give it a couple more minutes. I might be okay. Anyone with a Mac, I have 17% left. Is that enough time? Am I gonna make it through? Okay, we'll see. Yeah, it's going down. I'm just gonna move inside quickly. It's going down very quickly. I need to plug my computer in. guys, we're going to go back to our 5 people. Our 5 people we wrote down that we're afraid to invite. Go back to that list and you're going to invite them. You're going to rip that Band-Aid off and you're just going to invite those 5 people. And remember what I said, we're going to tie no emotion to it. We're going to tie no emotion to the response that we may get or may not get, but we're just going to invite those 5 people. So go back to that list of 5 and we're going to invite them now. So guys, for my 5, because I've been fearful to invite these people, I'm going to tailor my messages for them. It's not just going to be kind of a cut and paste invite. I'm going to tailor them a little bit. So yeah. Teresa, you're funny. That's why I don't use bandages. What do you mean DDPY, Teresa?
I just asked somebody if they wanted to join Beachbody, and she said she and her friends are doing DDPY. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know what that is. Wait.
Yoga. He's awesome.
Oh, Dave says it's what?
DDP Yoga. It's Diamond Dallas Page. He's a wrestler.
Diamond Dallas Page Yoga.
Oh.
But so
Okay.
how I would respond to that is I would say, I've never heard of that. What is that?
Okay.
Start the
Right.
conversation. That's what
Okay.
I would do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Have we gotten through our 5, you guys? Okay. So in this process, I've had a couple of people who have already responded back and said no, but that's totally cool because I'm going to get back with them and I'm going to carry on that conversation with them and I'm going to inquire a little bit. And my usual response is, thanks so much for getting back to me so quickly. Do you have your own fitness routine going on? And that sometimes they respond, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I'll say, you totally don't have to answer that. I'm being nosy because, and then that just kind of is like a little bit of humor, but it opens up that conversation. So that's why I say, don't tie any emotion to the response you're going to get from people, because even if it's a no, like that did not hurt at all. She was like, no, thanks. Awesome. Okay. Let me connect with you a little bit more. And it may not lead to anything, but chances are that person is probably going to go check out my feed. They're probably going to go watch my stories. They're probably going to go check me out. And that's all that I want. I don't need them to say yes right now, because even if it leads to a yes in 4 months, it was worth sending the invite. So that's kind of the way I approach it when I'm sending these invites. And it's probably why I need to increase my following, because I literally had a hard time because I went through every list and had invited everybody already. So that tells me something. It shows me where I need to spend my time in my business. Okay, so did we get through our 5? Yeah? Okay, cool. So the next thing that we're going to do for the next few minutes is we're going to go through our list of people we've already invited in previous weeks, and we're just going to do some follow-ups. So we're going to go through our list and check the people we've already invited, and we're going to follow up with them. So I try to do an equal amount of the number of invites I've sent in a day. I try to do the same number of follow-ups. It's just easy when I write down the people I've invited. It keeps it kind of, I'm inviting and following the same number of people, following up with the same number of people a day. It's my OCD brain on my kind of the way I track my invites, so that I'm not running out of people to follow up with. If you're following up with more people than you're inviting, then you have nobody to follow up with, and you're going to have to keep repeating the same people, which is okay. But then sometimes I got to the point where I felt like, okay, I've sent this person like 5 follow-ups now. And if you don't have anybody else to follow up with, it means you're not doing enough inviting. So I try to do the same number of invites as I do follow-ups a day to keep that list constantly growing. And then as you get no's, I mean, you may not follow up with that person again. I'll rotate back to the beginning of the people that I started to invite and then go back and follow up with those same people. I might send 4 or 5 follow-ups to the same person, depending on what's going on. Because I might say to them, okay, I know I invited you to my challenge a couple of months ago. Maybe that time wasn't good for you. COVID was just starting. Things were crazy. You were just adjusting. Maybe this time is better. I have a group starting on this day. So I might say that, and that's a follow-up with that person. Can also act as a new invite because you're inviting them to a new challenge group. But I'm not afraid to talk to the same people over and over again because people's circumstances change. 12 times. I have done that too. And then I run out of room to write down. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to do that for a few minutes now, guys. So let's say 5 minutes, and then we'll be approaching 11 o'clock. So let's say 5 minutes follow-ups. Okay, guys, couple minutes. Yes, I was just yelling at Landon to get on his computer class. So I have the same over here. Okay, guys, how we doing? Did we get some follow-ups done? Okay, so, okay, go ahead. Shalene, I just saw your comment there.
Are you done? Are you done your power hour?
I am done. I've gotten my
Okay.
stuff in.
Let's add one really quick thing because we have 2 minutes left, and this is going to help in terms of like our following. You guys, super simple, super easy. I want you to go to an account, and this is going to be an account that has like, I don't know, over 100,000 followers. Think of, or a place. Like, just think of something you love and go to that account, someone who posts all the time. You're going to go to their followers, and if you don't have an account, everyone on here, just go to Cat and Nat. You guys know I use them all the time because they have so many. Or Birds Papaya. She's awesome too.
Love her. Love her.
Yeah, go to her. Go. She has 1.2 million followers. Just scroll up a little bit. We're all going to start following different people. I promise you. Go to their followers. Go follow 20 people. Don't overthink it. You guys can literally follow 20 people in 30 seconds. Go.
No, wait, maybe I didn't. Caitlin Dooch. What's your school one?
20. Done. Did you guys follow 20 people? Super
Sorry.
fast.
What is it, Landon? Sorry, guys. I didn't realize I wasn't muted.
If you guys literally do that every single hour, it is going to increase the people that you're following. Don't even worry about that. At the end of the day, go and unfollow, or at the end of the week, whatever, go and unfollow a bunch of people that aren't following you back. If you have a creator account, this is the really cool part. If you go to who you're following, one second. If you have a creator account on Instagram and you go to who you're following, it'll say least interacted with accounts. Go and unfollow those accounts because you're not interacting with them. Or if they're like actually your people, then start engaging with them. But for the most part, you can just unfollow those people. So unfollow like 20 people a day and just go follow a ton of people every single hour. Like literally every time you go pee, go follow 10 people. And you will increase your following, and then you'll be able to get followers back, and you'll be able to send them a quick message that says, hey, thanks for the follow. How are you? Boom, conversation started. Life is good. New connections, super quick. Anyways, that's all I wanted to add.
All right, I just did 20, so thank you.
Love it.
I did more than 20. I just kept clicking.
Don't do more than 50 an hour. That's all.
No, I usually don't do that.
50 an hour will get you blocked, but if you stay under the 50, you are good.
Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a sense of, you know, sometimes if we just do that, pick a letter and just go, then you can't overthink it because you're literally going through that letter for invites. And I think a lot of times we get into our own heads and we overthink things way too much. And I did that for a really long time. So if you just do it that way, if you have a block, or you're just like, I just don't have enough people, just do that. Just go to a letter and just start inviting, and don't even think about it. Because if they say no, that's good. I prefer to have someone say no, because I can carry on a conversation with no. I can't carry on a conversation with someone who doesn't respond at all. And I can carry on a conversation with someone who even is rude to me, like I did with that other woman who now still, if you watched my live in Fam Jam, who's still watching my stories. She unfriended me, but she's still watching my stories. So she was negative and rude, and I responded in a respectful way, but she's still watching me. So she's still watching me for a reason. So at some point, I may reach back out to her and say, you're still watching me. I know this maybe wasn't for you, but is there something that keeps bringing you back? And sometimes I'll throw out, I'm just doing some market research. That seems to work really well because I mean, she knows I'm running a business. So I'll throw that out there and just doing some market research to see what keeps bringing people back to my page. So I know what to give them. So now we've gone past the hour because I talked too much, but I hope you guys have a great Saturday. Thanks for joining me this morning. Have a great day, you guys.